walking back home from her college. She had just finished her last exam and was feeling happy and relieved. She had planned to meet a friend, celebrate, enjoy, like all of us would do. But little did she know that her day was about to take a dark turn. As she was walking down the street, she noticed a group of young men hanging out near the corner. She tried to avoid them and walk past them, but one of them blocked her way. He grabbed her arm and he pushed him towards herself. Luckily, there was a passerby man who looked at her and helped her from that situation. But even after she was saved, this traumatizing incident left an indelible mark in her mind. Now, this might sound like a scripted movie story, but mind you, no. This is a real life story of a 22-year-old girl called Maya Sharma. We do realize, right, that if she had some resource that could detect she was in danger or in an emergency situation, then something could be done to get her help in time. But unfortunately, her phone was in her bag, and due to the lack of time, she could not take it out to call for help. Like, none of us would be able to do that in that situation, obviously. So here we are, Team Cyber Rakshaks, to present our innovative solution called NaariKavach, which is an app that not only shields women in offline but also in the online world. Now let me explain it.
Now, coming to the workflow of our app, I'll start with the offline safety workflow. So, for example, you want to make a journey, you can simply enter the source and destination of the place and the address, and we will tell you the most safest route. Now, this safe route algorithm that we have developed depends on two features. One is the previous crime history data set of that particular location, and the other is the real time feedback updates that we get from our users. So once you enter these addresses, our algorithm works through the data that we have and predicts the most safest route that we should take. Now, next, for example, if you're just strolling in a park and someone is following you, what do you do? Consider your mobile is not in your hand, it's in your bag. Now, in that situation, you do not really have the time to remove your mobile and press on an SOS button. So we have we have developed the functionality that our model will detect your distressed voice. So, for example, if you are in such a situation, you could just scream out a word called "Save me" or "Bachao mujhe," and using that, our model will detect that it was you who was saying that word, and there was distress in your speech. So, using that speech emotion recognition, the SOS will be activated automatically, and the live voice recording and streaming will happen. In case the network connectivity is very good in that area, we can also start the video controls, and video streaming will also happen live and will be sent to the police station, the nearest police station, so that they can immediately come and help you. Now, at that particular moment, your live location will also be shared with your emergency contacts and the nearest police station. Now, the alert will be sent. Now, here I would like to connect you with an analogy that I gave initially in the introduction, where a passerby in that secluded area who had helped Maya from that situation. Using that, we thought of a feature where, for example, in a 2 kilometer radius where you are actually being attacked, the users that have also downloaded our NaariKavach app will get a notification. Now, this is totally voluntarily. If you want, you can switch on that notifications or you could switch it off. But if you are a good person and you have switched it on, you will receive a notification that someone in this 2 kilometer radius is in need of help. So if you feel you can, as a as a responsible citizen, you could go and help that person out. So in this way, we get to incentivize our helpers as well. So whoever had helped you in that situation will receive an incentive to our app, which would be in terms of vouchers or free coupons. Now, after all of this, the entire data that is being collected, for example, in which location you had to face the situation, or where you were harassed. So all of this data is collected and it is sent to the police for further analysis. For this, we have created a dashboard where the police can see all of this crime-related data, which will also be used in a safe route algorithm, where you can give a feedback about what did you feel like in that particular location, like was it safe or not? What things made you feel that this place is unsafe? So all of this feedback will be taken into consideration. Now, coming to the online safety workflow. So before I explain that, I would like to say that offline safety is obviously very important, but considering the digital boom in India, technology has developed a lot. But by being a bone, it has also proved as a bane for us, considering all the assaults and everything, the blackmailing that happen in the online world. So we wanted to tackle that situation as well. So consider one fine day you receive an abusive message or a pornographic image from an unknown contact. Now you know that this contact is not someone that you know, because you will initially have an option of whitelisting some of the contacts. For example, your friends, your near and dear ones, your family. So if that contact is not from your whitelist ones, uh, we we take a screenshot of that contact and send it to the police. Now, what happens is after you receive the message, we have an IPC detection model which tells you the punishment that this abuser might have to serve based on the kind of message he or she had sent you. Now, as soon as the message is received on the device, the model predicts the category of the message and uh, highlights the next steps that you could take. For example, you have an option of either calling the police directly, or you could send a text to the police and report this threat. Now, if you want to call directly, you could call your nearest police station and register a complaint regarding the message that you have received. But most of the times, women are not really very confident about it. They do not want to share all of this with anybody else. So they end up not going to the police. But so our app gives them a push by telling them that the abuser will actually get some punishment because of what he or she has done. So our app clicks the screenshot and gives you an option of sending that as a message to the police station. Hence, there is also proof that, yeah, this has happened to you. And to avoid any bots or avoid people, scamming the system, we also have one feature where, along with sending the screenshot of the proof, a live image of the sender is taken as well. So that proves the genuineness that it is you who is doing that and it is you who is sending that screenshot to the police. So finally, after all of this is sent, the evidence is also sent to the police, and then police can take the further actions of trying to find the criminal. Yeah, so this is what our entire workflow looks like. Now, coming to the technology stack, for the mobile application for NaariKavach, we have used OpenBox, Flutter, and TensorFlow JS for the models that we run. For the web application, which is the police dashboard, which will have all of the analysis and visualization of the crime data, we have utilized React for frontend, Django for backend, and we'll utilize Heroku for deploying our services. Then for developing the machine learning models, which is the speech motion recognition, as well as the text abuse detection, we will utilize TensorFlow as well as some concepts of natural language processing like transformers. And in the cloud service, basically to train and deploy our models, we'll be using either Google Cloud, AWS, and Firebase as our database.
Next, let us move on to the revenue model. So, as we know, to generate revenue, it is very important for the success of our application. And for the same, we have designed various potential revenue models to support its development. So, apart from all the basic safety features that we will be providing for free, we also have subscription models where you can share your live location to more than three emergency contacts as well as in the group chats. And we will also enable the feature of real-time tracking of the location instead of timely check-ins for the user. The second revenue stream model is of in-app purchases, where where we allow the users to purchase additional services like access to self-defense classes or purchase of pepper spray and so on. For the third revenue stream model, we have the feature of having in-app advertisements, where we will promote all the safety-related services and products. The fourth is an integration with third-party apps. In this, we can integrate it with rideshare companies that offer discounted prices for women at night. Our app also relies on various dependencies for successful functioning. It relies on mobile sensors like microphone, camera, motion sensors to collect the data from the device. It also relies on GPS technology to determine the user's location accurately. And it also depends on network connectivity to send the location data and alert the emergency contacts. Along with this, we'll also be using audio and video codecs to compress the audio and video captured during the SOS alert sent out, and we can efficiently transmit this data to the nearby police station as well as the emergency contacts. We'll also require cloud storage to store these captured data, and we also ensure uh, that people with dependencies can use their application, and for that, we'll be depending on the accessibility features. Along with that, we have the features of providing timely check-ins to ensure that the people are safe, and that is available in the free model as well. The safest route model is useful for prediction of the most safest route between the source and destination area, and along with that, we take the continuous feedback of the users for generating our own real-time data set. Along with that, we also have Santulan bot, which is a mental health checker chatbot that will listen patiently to the users when they are distressed and provide them with the best advice.
So, this was our solution. We believe that no system is foolproof and no vulnerability is inferior. So, we would love to hear your feedback about our solution. And also, this is not a project that we are trying to build here, but a cause that we are trying to support. And just like India's UPI success, we want this Indian application to also be used worldwide. And one more thing. So, we believe कि अगर हमारे solution से किसी एक लड़के की भी मदद हो पाती है, then we'll feel that we have done something really worthwhile. So, thank you so much. Jai Hind.